Real quick before we go, there's some breaking news that just came through across. So Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended from The View for 2 weeks
Whoa.
after facing criticism for saying that the Holocaust was not about race. She stated on the show that it was about the humanity and mankind. Let me see if I can.
It was. She said specifically. I can pull the clip if you want me to, real fast. But she said this isn't about. This wasn't about race. This was about humans being inhumane to other humans, is what she said.
Right.
But the problem with that is specifically because she was like, this is white people doing shit to other white people. The problem with that is specifically, it's not just Judaism as a race, it's Judaism as an ethnicity. They were trying to ethnically cleanse Jews off the face of the planet. So I understand that Whoopi was like, I fucked up. I was in the, like I said the wrong thing, but you really have to know better. And if anything, this is what this whole
I'm sorry,
I was going to say that, they just banned a bunch of Holocaust books, including Mouse, that they just got rid of and shit. This is why you can't do that. And I'm not saying Whoopi's in school, but what do you think the fuck's going to happen when all of a sudden you can't read this? All of a sudden you're not reading anything about slavery or nothing else? Because if you don't fucking remember your goddamn history, you will fucking repeat. Yes, please.
Hi. For the people that are so mad and so uptight about cancel culture, they sure are canceling shit that they don't want people to know about them. Just wanted to. For the people that are really about, this is cancel culture and the mob and blah, 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 blah. You are canceling books. You know who canceled books? Hitler them. And you get mad when people compare you to Nazis and Nazism. You get upset about that. Now, here's the question I have when it comes to Whoopi Goldberg's remarks. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. This is why I'm stating it openly on the show. Is Judaism a race or religion?
Both. They're literally both. They are obviously it is a religion. It is very hard to convert to Judaism, but
yes, I know. Yes,
do so. But Jews as like a race and ethnicity is a thing.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No, of course,
because a lot of people don't know. Because again, that comment.
Of course. Well, Jimmy says it right here. Jews aren't white. Jews are Jews. Now, the only thing that you would particularly say, and this is why people get confused, what I think she was attempting to say, and I'm not trying to give her a pass or nothing.
Right.
There are certain instances because they pass off as potentially white just by skin tone. People can be white passing the same way you had some black folk that if they had enough white in them, they could be white passing. So you can have that, but no, Jews are not white, Caucasian, none of that shit. Jews are Jews.
I guess because of what we've seen historically, we've always seen white-skinned people presented as Jews. And I say this as I have a black friend, one of my buddies, Xavier Lamont, hilarious comedian back in Chicago. He's Jewish now. He's converted to Judaism. And so when you see him, you hear he's a Jew, you're like, what? But he is. He's considered. He says he's a Jew now. Bobby Hill, my former co-host from Trusted Psychic Podcast, he's half Jewish. I think something to that extent. But I was just trying to understand more, which we want to have on the show, the conversation so people can understand. Because when you hear Judaism, you're like, it's not listed on census demographics as a race. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you look at demographics on race, you see black, white, non-black, Latino, non-black, Hispanic, something like that, and those different races, Pacific Islander, et cetera, et cetera.
Part of what makes it difficult, part of what actually makes this so fucking difficult and confusing is the fact because we as black folk have been so stripped of who we are and where that diaspora comes from, it throws this entire argument about race versus ethnicity and all that into whack. People ask, why can there be black culture, but there can't be white culture? Well, because white people consist of God knows how many different backgrounds, from English to French to Spanish. Yes, Spanish, all German, all of that shit. Whereas black folk, you know what I'm saying? Because we were just stripped out of Africa, thrown on boats, taken away from our tribes, our countries, all of our societal shit. Black culture, or African American culture specifically, is an amalgamation of us. The only shared thing that we have culturally, other than is our shared trauma, is that people saw what we looked like on the outside and just threw us in one massive category. Even though a lot of black folk that got pulled on that diaspora were out here in these fucking streets hating each other when they were back in Africa and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, on top of the fact that, yes, there are even black Jews, because again, based off of where people are in all those different
No,
regions
absolutely.
all over the place. Yeah. So
and again,
yeah.
it's just but I'm glad we're having this discussion because I'm
Yes.
glancing into the chat in the neighborhood and I see many people are having this discussion. And again, it is something that
this is a big one. Persians are also considered white in America, but that's also not correct at all.
But you see what I'm saying? There's so much. There's so, and again, for those who are new tuning into the show, thank you so much. We got to take the second shot, bro. Like we got.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
I'll continue my statement while I'll talk my statement. That's for those who are new to Blerds in the Hood. We have a lot of fun. We joke, crack jokes. We talk about pop culture stuff and all this, but we also like to, because we may need to be educated on many things. There are some things one of us may not understand, both of us may not understand, neither of us may understand. And so to have these discussions, to be open and honest and raw and real, we try to help that those in the neighborhood can help us to learn more and have this understanding better. So that's the thing. Again, it is really, like I said, it's the, when you go off of the U.S. Census and things like that. So it's things like that. I just wanted to make sure that no one thinks that the Blerds are sitting there trying to be ignorant to anything.
If anything, I would say this. I know there's a number of Jewish folks that are here. I would also love to just bring Roxy on because I know she can explain a lot of that. My friend Ashtar would probably do it as well. I would love to just have an even further discussion so that that's something we can learn the same way that we had Reese on here to explain a lot of stuff for us and things like that. I would love to have some of our Jewish members of the neighborhood to come and educate the neighborhood even further. But cheers.
All right, cheers.
There we go. Here's number 2. Oh, Lord.
Blerds in the Hood every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. All full episodes exclusively available on Twitch for the month of February. www.twitch.tv/BLERDS, the letter NTHEHOOD. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.